Last night at Canopy, I saw the British film called The Last Bus. The Last Bus is about this old man who lost his wife, decided to rekindle the trip he did with his wife when they just got married or something. From like northern tips of the Great Britain, Scotland, right? And they're coming down and going to England and going to the Wales areas. And it's the southern tip is called Land's End, and that's the destination. And the old man was wonderfully played by Timothy Spall. Timothy Spall is I think one of my favorite actors. I think when he was younger, he was like a very strong accented London or somewhere like that. I don't know where he's from, but I kind of remember the movie called Riff Raff. And so I remember about in this movie he was quite old. I think he was already like an 80ish person, and he's kind of as you get older, you get a little bit stubborn in a good way, though. And he decided to take this bus trip. And he had this mission or passion to do that from northern tip to southern tip of England, Great Britain actually. And so some people you meet are not that friendly, but some people are very, very friendly toward him. And wife was played by Phyllis Logan. Phyllis Logan is Mrs. Hughes in the Downton Abbey. I noticed that, and she played wonderfully too. And so it shows that all through the film, it shows they are just got married, and taking this trip from northern tip to the southern tip of Great Britain, and very happy. But at the same time, very happy. But at the same time, it's like a trepidations of a future, or some kind of anxieties or something. It's depicted in a young couple there too, and then of course there is some tragedy happens to them. So I think one of the two, I don't know, the one of the big reason that he decided after the wife passed away to do this trip is to visit their sons to a graveyard which is located near the tip of the Great Britain, Land's End. And also the other purpose of his this mission is to put her late wife's ashes on the sea, scattered in the sea. And I think that's very, very poignant and very moving. Actually, I liked Timothy Spall's performance very well, and he played wonderfully there. And this type of movie, I wish more people makes it, because of course I'm getting old, and I kind of interested how when you get older how your perspective or your behavior changes, and in a good way, that they kind of try to fulfill their dream or their passion. And that could be a trip like this, or could be something more human relationship related, I would say. And so it's a very, very poignant film, and I recommend that everybody to see this film. And a movie, you know, doesn't have to be violent, doesn't have to be horror oriented, it doesn't have to be comedy oriented either. It's just the depictions of a life, more realistic lifestyle. And I really appreciated that, the England is like, for me, as an English learner of the language, and I kind of very fond of this whole Scotland, England, Wales, and all these, Northern Ireland, all these places. I like to visit myself because many films depict, British film, of course, depict that some landscape, Scottish landscape and English landscape and so forth, and it's depicted in this particular road trip film, very nicely and beautiful. So yeah, I wish I could, if I have a chance, if I have I don't know, health and motivation, so I would say, I really like to do that myself, and I like to really visit Scotland. I think over the years, Scotland become my favorite destination, because of this beautiful landscape and all these cultural indications, historical significance and so forth. So in this movie I could see some of the landscape and some of the people there, and so it was very nice to me, and I strongly recommend this film. It's beautifully done. It's I think 2019, around that time, 2021 maybe, around that time. The film is a relatively recent film. Yeah, don't miss it. It's a beautiful film. Okay, bye.